Hello everyone. So Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the beta just released there a few days ago, and I was sitting there and I was playing it. You've already seen the videos went up on my channel, and I was sitting there going, fuck it, will I make a video on giving people a general idea, should they pre-order or should they wait? Black Ops 6, obviously it was highly anticipated since the announcement. We haven't had a Black Ops game since Cold War, and parts of Cold War were good and parts of Cold War were bad. Particularly the zombies was the best. Yeah, I just wanted to make a video on it, so I'm going to keep this nice, short, and sweet. Do not pre-order. I'm going to explain why. So I've been playing a lot of the multiplayer, obviously, because the multiplayer's out in the beta right now, but the zombies is now. But I've seen gameplay of Liberty Falls, and I've seen stuff like that. People have been playing it, and so on, so on, so on. To sum up as well, I'm just going to cover something that a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are complaining Liberty Falls came out, and it was a lot more like Modern Warfare 3 zombies, kind of open, kind of, it wasn't challenging, there wasn't any of the old features, except for maybe Pack-a-Punch, I think, I can't actually remember. Liberty Falls is not the only map that is coming to Black Ops 6 on launch. There will be Terminus, which is the main one, and the devs have already put out a blog post, I think, recently talking about it, and they've said Terminus is meant to be a hardcore, old-school zombies map that all the old players will like, whereas Liberty Falls is meant to be a more new player friendly, easier. I really do think they've shot themselves in the foot here a bit with releasing Liberty Falls first and not making that evidently clear. But yeah, so just to clear up the whole zombies controversy and stuff, so yes, zombies is not an issue. I'm not worried about that right now. I think Terminus is going to be great by the looks of it. That obviously we haven't got official gameplay of it yet. Well, kind of gameplay. I'll be showing it in the background here, but do not worry if you're hearing all the Liberty Falls controversy and stuff and people are giving out about it and saying it's shit, other people are saying it's great. Do not take it into consideration because it will change. Terminus will be out, and I have a feeling people are really going to like Terminus. Moving on to the multiplayer gameplay. Obviously I'm limited to what I can say here because the game's not out, but the multiplayer gameplay is great. I'm really enjoying it. They've done a lot with, like, obviously the key flagship kind of thing they're releasing with this COD is the Omni movement, which is great. It works wonders in game. It's really, really fun. So now, essentially, if you haven't heard about it, you can sprint left and right at full speed, and not tack sprint now, but you can sprint regularly. And when you dive, you can aim any direction and look any direction. And overall, the movement is so much fucking more smoother. It is. They've done a brilliant job on it. I don't think there's many cons I actually have for this multiplayer gameplay. I'm going to keep it simple. This is obviously my opinion. The multiplayer's great. I've seen a few people complain about it, you know, but most of it boiled down to the lobbies being quite sweaty. On PC, the lobbies are incredibly sweaty right now. I even had the gameplay when I put it up, all the maps for Core Mosh Pit, my previous video. I was getting shit on in a lot of that, and I've played COD for years. Not as long as other people have, but I've played most of the CODs, and I've played all of the zombies and most of the multiplayer maps for the last 6 or 7 CODs, and it is good. But yes, the skill gap is there, and if you're going to buy this game, just be prepared to get absolutely shit on by people that genuinely should already be like playing esports. I don't know how. Maybe I'm just shit. It's probably that. A lot of people were complaining just how swayed the lobbies are, but that's just how it is, because we all know COD doesn't really have a skill-based matchmaking. They say they do, but they don't. But yeah, the multiplayer is really, really good here. There's not much else to talk about. The guns are fun. We have very limited gun access to the guns in the beta. There's 2 SMGs, 2 AORs, 1 sniper, 1 LMG, 1 shotgun, I think, 1 semi-auto rifle. I think that there's very limited. The attachments are great. They look very, very good. Multiplayer is still 5 attachments, same as usual. Moving on to the maps. 3 of the maps I've really loved: Derelict, Scud, and Skyline. Rewind, not so much. I'll talk about why in a second. Scud, Derelict, and Skyline, they all follow the tree kind of path, 3-lane path kind of maps. So, like, them maps always work well because you're able to flank. Rewind, on the other hand, they've tried with the 3-lane way. It doesn't work. So technically, if you look at a top-down version of Skyline, there is 3 lanes, but not really. It makes it so I was even dying seconds from spawning because I was spawning out in the open on Rewind. It felt like it was the last of the 4 maps to be developed on, and it feels really rushed. Some people are loving it. I'm really not liking it. It's so open. Like, the middle and right lane are basically just 1 lane, whereas the left lane is completely covered from the rest, the other 2. So your left lane, if you don't want to get shot with running up, is always your best bet. And I just have snipers sitting at the end of the lanes, just being able to snipe over 2 lanes and just picking me off. I was even getting them where they were killing me within like 2 and 3 seconds of me spawning. They had, like, from their side, they had sight on my spawn, but I don't like it. I'm putting that out there. I've already said it's my opinion. I don't like Rewind. But look, it's not for me. It might be for some people, but probably the only con I've actually had with this multiplayer beta is Rewind and how shit the fucking map layout is. But yeah, other than that, everything else is grand. We have no access to the campaign or anything. There's the gameplay of one of the missions in the campaign. We don't know which one. It's up on their channel. You can watch it. I'll have it playing in the background here anyway. Other than that, they've done a pretty solid job here. Obviously, we came off the Modern Warfare 3 beta, which was good, and then game not so good. And before that, we had Modern Warfare 2, which the beta wasn't great. And then we had, was it Vanguard? Well, I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. I would say if the game is not out when you're seeing this video, do not pre-order, simply because I don't recommend pre-ordering any of the CODs anymore, because unfortunately Activision as a company just have a tendency to fuck the game with microtransactions and fuck the game with stupid mechanics. It's just the way Activision is. I'm telling you now, the answer is do not pre-order, because this beta could be excellent. They could be showing us exactly what we want, and then come the actual launch, they'll release the rest of the maps and they'll be shit and the guns will be shit. It's a very good possibility. And Terminus, as much as I'm saying is probably good, it could be bad. Terminus could be really bad. So even if you don't like the multiplayer and then the zombies is also shit, you have nothing to fall back on. Unless, the only reason I would give for pre-ordering this game is if you know you're going to play the campaign. If you're watching this and the game is already out, this is probably just going to stay as a should you pre-order video. This video is not going to be very useful when the game's already out. If you want to play the beta, there's an open beta actually that starts on Friday, I think, this Friday. I don't know what date that is. I don't know what date today is. Today's the 2nd, it's a Monday, so 6th. Yeah, 6th. 6th of September, I think the beta is starting. I think it's a Friday. Don't quote me on that one though. I will check. I'll put it on screen if I'm wrong. If you want to pay 70 quid to play the beta early like I am, or you can just get Xbox Game Pass, it's by far the cheaper option. You get your first month for €1, and then after you renew it, there's a way, if you look it up online, I might make a tutorial, there's a way to get another 3 months for €1. That'd be my bet, but there's no reason to pre-order it right now. Pre-ordering, you'll put a lot of money on the line for something to be bad and not being able to refund. The only reason you'll ever be able to refund your pre-order is within the 14 days of buying the pre-order, or if the game flops so badly that Activision start giving out pre-order refunds. That's the only way. But I said I'd make a video on it anyway and talk about the stuff that was in this, and I'll give it to Activision here. They've done an alright job. So that's basically it. Of course, it's all up to you. If you're not convinced by this video and you still want to pre-order it, go ahead, but it's at your own loss, and I'm not pre-ordering it just yet. I'm still playing it off my Game Pass, because the recent CODs, I've lost faith in Activision a lot, and if they redeem themselves with this, maybe, but I'm not pre-ordering it right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.